Mary, you wearing my pants?
It is actually crazy how you can identify an article of clothing you once owned.
Well, these are like cropped brown Dickies pants that somehow fit both Nick Viall and me.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Dickies.
They were
hand-me-downs?
way too tight and
Are they
way
hand-me-downs?
too short on me. And
Yeah.
they were too short, but already meant to be like the
Every time we
High
clean out
water.
Nick's
High
closet,
water.
we're like,
It's a
let's take it to
sisterhood.
the studio.
It is a sisterhood.
What?
Every time we clean out your closet, we're like, let's bring it up to the studio.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple items of clothing.
There's
You
a
want to go
couple of
shopping in my
gems.
closet?
Wait,
There's
like-
a couple of gems in there.
This is kind of cool.
This
Like,
is kind
Mary's
of-
wearing your pants. It's kind of hot. Like,
You're crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another electric episode of the Viall Files Reality Recap Edition. I'm your host, Nick, joined by the household and my bodacious. You like that word?
I feel like I'm just part of the household.
But you're like the matriarch.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh.
Your mama, your mother.
Mother. I'm Angie K. Mother.
Angie came out there.
We have an electric, awesome episode lined up for you today. The one and only Susie Evans.
Hello. I'm
is
glad
with
to be
us
here.
today.
She's back.
I'm back.
Also, later this
Yay!
episode, we have Tiffany Haddish and some of her closest friends, Shermona, Selena, and Sparkle. They are all part of the cast of Tiffany Haddish Goes Off, now streaming on Peacock. It's an absolutely fun, wonderful show, and this interview with Tiffany and her friends was an absolute blast. We had so much fun laughing, and I can't wait for you all to listen to it. That is later this episode of the Salt Lake City reunion.
Oof.
Oh, so
For
good.
Sure.
I need
It's
more.
really
Lisa,
Bronwyn.
Lisa,
Bronwyn and
Lisa.
Lisa are Bronwyn
No,
has found
Lisa's-
her voice.
Lisa is on one.
Ugh.
As
Am I
When
always.
is Lisa not on one?
I don't know.
I'm
Sometimes
Team
I feel
Baby
like
Gorgeous.
she's.
I'm
You
kinda Team
are?
Baby
I
Gorgeous
know, and I'm the
too.
biggest Bronwyn fan, and I was, but she kind of lost me during this season. And
No.
Lisa's picked
After
me back
seeing
up.
that video the fan took, you're Team Lisa?
well, I'm like, I don't support everything that she does, but I'm like, I don't know. I think these women have spent far too much time coming after her and Meredith, and I'm just like, well, what's going on with you bitches?
The Lux marketing thing,
Yeah, like
we knew what we were saying. That's so Jen Shaw related.
Jen Shaw related.
So similar to
so
what you said.
shady.
Listen, the video, bad luck for Lisa.
For sure.
Mhm.
Do I think any of these women haven't talked some fans about the other ladies?
No, but Bronwyn
Yeah.
is right about like they sat down, they had a pact.
well,
They
sure.
were like, you don't talk about my husband, I won't talk about your husband, don't talk about my kids, shook on it, hugged on it, whatever. And then Bronwyn hasn't. We have not seen Bronwyn doing any. Lisa has been on Twitter, in the TikTok comments,
No, yeah. For
on the show,
Yeah.
and talking to fans at BravoCon. Like she cannot keep Todd out of her mouth.
But you know
Yeah.
what?
Oh.
For some reason, when she does it, I'm like, okay.
Pass.
Oh, I can't. I can't.
I don't know what
She's
it is.
employed,
It drives
okay?
me
I don't know
nuts.
what it
Yeah.
is. And like, I'm not normally Team Lisa like this, but something happened in my brain.
I think she
where-
gives storylines. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Secret Lives of Mormon
Guys,
Wives.
she's misunderstood.
That's what I'm saying. She's
No,
like keeping
yeah.
the stories going. That it's like, okay, let's pick up cameras.
I just like, I think what happened is there was a moment when in Greece where she kind of broke down. And I do feel like I saw Lisa Barlow. I understand you.
When
I
she
understand it.
said, I'm sorry, this is so gross, I was just like, that's a real friend right there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I love her.
Well, we also got the Valley Persian Style episode 2 to talk about. Potomac, the ladies are in Colorado. That is quite the trip.
This is the longest trip.
It is the longest trip. How long are they there for?
I don't know.
And is the like altitude that bad?
yeah.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
I've been to Denver and I was like,
But you're outdoorsy. I feel like that
Outdoorsy?
I feel like that cuts it, right? Like you're from the country, right?
I mean, yeah, but I don't consider myself like out.
So you're not fishing.
She's not
Not
camping.
anymore.
I feel like if you're
She'll
outdoorsy,
go outside.
Yeah. I'll take my daughter to the park.
How do
Okay,
you, how
I
do you
feel
feel
like
about
that
camping
counts.
without a lack of running water?
I don't do that. I don't
Absolutely
camp.
not.
I don't
Mm.
So
camp.
that's the
No.
difference between outdoorsy and not.
I
Right?
would have thought you'd be outdoorsy.
My God, no.
Oh,
Maybe
my
as like
God.
You weren't
in
going,
my
like,
childhood.
Hunting
but
in Georgia.
I definitely did
Yeah.
as a child.
See?
Like, I live in California.
It's
I'm
in
not.
your roots, though.
If I go, I guess.
She can do it, but
you
like
can
she's
take
not one to let the
capable.
humidity be her shower.
No, but but you can't take the country out the girl.
That's exactly
And
what I was gonna
even
say.
You sitting here saying like, I've been to, I'm like, yeah, you're outdoorsy. Like, it doesn't affect you.
But when I
Like,
went
you
to
can-
Denver, I wasn't like hiking and doing things that outdoorsy people do. My brother was doing like a strongman competition, and I was sitting in the sidelines.
even that can get people like altitude sickness. I'm not kidding. Like, you're built different. I'm sorry.
Denver's also different than like the South though, because Colorado is not the South.
No,
That's
totally,
different.
totally
That's
different.
like-
True.
yeah.
But
That
it
is
builds
mountain time.
It builds like a callus in you that applies elsewhere.
If you say so.
I don't know. I feel like
No,
I feel
honestly,
like if you walk
I'm Team
briskly,
Susie.
you might be slightly more tired.
Okay.
Like in the South, there's too much air, and in
Too
Denver,
much?
there's not enough. Well, all that humidity. Well, I guess that's not air. That's famously
I don't
water.
think
God, I
That's
could
how
do
that
without
works.
all this
H2O.
air.
Yeah, it's too thick in the South, and it's too thin in Colorado.
Above sea level.
Above sea level.
Oh.
I have a point.
Well, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out the Going Deeper for this week, Chris Appleton is our guest, and what a just a delightful,
Beautiful episode.
Handsome.
Beautiful
guy.
man.
yeah, beautiful
hot.
man.
Handsome episode.
Beautiful man, handsome episode.
I was really taken back by his kindness and eyes.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's so
Truly.
inspiring.
His heart.
it really is. It's an inspiration. If you're looking for inspiration in this world, which I know many people are, if you feel like there's more in this world for you and you just haven't really accomplished maybe your dreams, I encourage you to listen to that episode. It's really quite inspiring. We appreciate Chris taking the time.
Celebrity hairstylist. I
Like literally
mean,
the biggest names ever.
Yeah, he did J-Lo's hair for the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
So,
This week.
Is that why he was in town?
And
And
also the
stop
green
by.
dress.
Yes, the iconic green dress that is
and
like
Christina
what
Aguilera,
made Google
Kim
Images
K.
a thing.
Kim
Hello?
K.
Rita Ora,
Kim.
Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on and on, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Also, we had Rob C on Tuesday's episode of Reality Recap and Greta Titleman, if you haven't checked that out, if you want to get into all things traders. Also, don't forget the Viall Files Plus is rocking and rolling, and also now ad-free. So if you
Woohoo.
want to hear some ad-free episodes of all the Viall Files episodes, it is available now. Plus, get all your favorite updates from your Ask Nick episodes, your Reality Recap deep dives, where we really get into the nitty-gritty of that video of Lisa at BravoCon and so much more. Plus, your Pop Culture Roundup, where we get into all things pop culture. We also have some new and exciting things coming your way soon for Viall Files Plus, so be sure to check it out. It's free to sign up. Just go to viallfiles.com to do so, and you will be glad that you did.
Period.
We had us a bougie night last night.
I love a bougie night. What did you
Oh
do?
my God. Crystal Minkoff invited us.
You know when they always say, like, you never want to be the smartest person in a room?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were definitely the least coolest people in this room, which was cool.
Yeah.
It gives you something to aspire to.
I would rather be the least coolest than the least smartest for sure.
Yeah. I want to be at a table where I'm like, guys, you girls,
Yeah.
I'm really carrying this dinner.
No, literally.
Crystal texted us and was like, having a dinner this Tuesday night. Hope you guys can make it. We're like, yeah, sure. We'll be in town. We'll be there. She's like, great. It'll be me, my husband, Rob.
Which is already a win.
I win. Yeah.
Iconic.
Every time we have dinner with Crystal and Rob, we always get a fascing insider scoop about all things Disney animation, which
Everything.
is, for me, super fun.
That might be the one thing I'm actually so jealous of you. Because I'm a huge Disney
And I'm
fan.
always like, Rob, talk to me about the movies I should be showing River.
Yeah.
And he's like, I remember I asked him the first time we ever met, and he was like, Dumbo, show her Dumbo. And we
Aw.
were like, done, easy.
Done.
We can do that. Anyways,
That's nice.
Heather Dubrow
Queen.
and Terry Dubrow, of
Wow.
course.
And like, not that we didn't know this, but just in person, she's so legit. She
Heather?
is the epitome of,
Fancy pants.
yeah, but a
God,
housewife.
she is
and like,
so fancy.
Yeah.
and elegant.
Classy, just, oh my God. And Zoe Deschanel and
Love her.
her husband,
Jonathan.
Jonathan, Property Brothers,
Property,
who
yeah.
caught a stray at the
Oh,
Golden
that's
Globes
right.
roast.
Incest.
Yeah.
Oh, but he embraced it. I
Getcha.
asked him about it. So I'm like, did we love being a part of Golden Globes history? And he actually showed me a video that him and Drew did that day, kind of leaning in, so to speak. So they have nothing if not comedy professionals.
So last year, Crystal threw this party. It was around Christmas time where I met Tamra Judge for the first time. And it was like this big thing. She partners with Takori, the like jewelry brand. We all got a necklace. It was like very, very bougie. So she's like, she like stands up. First of all, I could have sworn this dinner was at 7:30. And I looked at that text maybe 7 times and read 7:30. And then she texted us at 7:15 and was like, we're in the back. And I was like, okay, we'll be there soon.
And nothing drives me more nuts than being late without giving
Like a heads up.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it again and it did in fact say 7.
And we had a doctor's appointment in that part of town, and then like to go back to the valley at that time of day, nightmare.
Crazy.
So we were just sitting in a car watching episodes of Potomac.
Yeah. Oh my God. They're literally in the back.
And I'm like, are you sure it's 7:30? She's like, yes.
What time was your doctor's appointment?
It was like 3:30.
There you go.
Oh my
I was like, you
gosh.
mixed up the doctor's
Yes.
appointment 30 and was like,
you're
And you dropped it down.
right.
You carried it over.
I literally
Math.
was like, you could kill me. And I would tell you it's 7:30.
Yeah.
I'm like, I swear
Mhm.
it is 7:30.
Oh my
and then as soon as I
gosh.
looked at it, I'm like, it does say
I got a
7.
text, and it was like, we're in back. And I'm like, that sounds like they think we're late.
Yeah.
Not like, hey, we're 15 minutes early and
we're in
grab the
back.
table.
Yeah.
Back.
Now, can you imagine if you
No
were
rush.
if you were watching Beverly Hills or OC while they're waiting for you?
Wow.
So at least it
yeah.
wasn't that.
That's true. Because we didn't go back home, which I had this beautiful black dress and my size too big YSL heels that I had to invest in. I was like, I'll be wearing that. I had to wear jeans.
Oh. We love
Chic.
casual.
I had to wear jeans.
Yes, we love casual.
Super chic.
Hello.
With Heather Dubrow.
Yeah.
Fancy pants, Heather
Yeah.
Dubrow. Yeah.
Ooh.
So anyways, I walk in, we're late, I'm underdressed, and it's with these fancy, beautiful people. And Crystal gave the sweetest speech, and she was like, and now, because I love you all so much, I wanted to give you, and Rob opens this case, and it's just full of diamond rings. And she's like, I
Stop.
wanted to give you diamond rings.
I want to go.
Even with, I didn't get diamonds, but
Nick
like
didn't get
Crystal
diamonds.
is truly one of the best people I've met since moving to LA.
I love
Wow.
her.
She is
Oh.
such a like bring in
Mm-hmm.
people, you know?
Love.
And we're like walking, she's like, let's leave the boys. She was like, we're doing girls on this side, boys on this side. Let's leave them. Let's go look at these diamonds in the back. We like go sit in the back at a secluded table with all these like flashlights on these diamonds.
And because we showed up late and the boys were on the left and the women were on the right, I literally sat between Jonathan and Zoe. And I wanted to be like, we can switch.
Switch?
But they didn't offer. And I was like, no, I'm just going to.
Yeah.
Embrace.
I
was
was
like,
like, no,
embrace.
we're doing
Yeah.
boys on that side and girls on this side. And so we go back to like look at all these diamonds, and it's like chunky, big diamond rings. It's little thin. It's rubies. It's emeralds.
Oh my
it's just every
gosh.
type of eternity band, wedding band type of ring you could think of. They're there. And so I'm looking and I'm like, maybe I'll do this one. And Heather's like, absolutely not, Natalie. You're going to do this one. And it was like the biggest, chunkiest
Oh my
diamond ring.
gosh.
And I was like, okay, I'll do that
And
one.
when Heather says you're going to do something,
You do it.
listen.
You do it.
You do it. And then she said she's also going to do that in eternity because when you wave, you want to see the diamonds on the bottom.
Absolutely.
I
Okay,
said-
I'm obsessed.
Yes, of course.
Taking
I will
notes
be
from Heather
doing it.
Dubrow.
I will be doing it in eternity. Thank you very much. Because when I wave,
Why Bravo
Toodles.
hasn't launched an etiquette class with Heather Dubrow
Oh.
is
Charm
beyond me.
School.
Charm School,
Charm
where Heather
School.
takes some of the less charming
Yeah.
housewives in Bravo.
Yeah.
to Charm School.
Yeah. Heather Dubrow.
You're welcome, Bravo.
Brandy
Wow.
You're welcome, Alex
Glanville.
Baskin.
That's a good
Is
one.
it solely females? Because like, what about Jax Taylor?
yeah, I
No,
feel like
I-
we could definitely do men in there too.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could have been in
Yeah.
because
I-
like Terry could come and Terry maybe one of my favorite guys I've ever met in a long time. Yeah.
he had a fan from TikTok be like, I love you on
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, some guy.
Some like
I love
middle-aged man.
that.
Because you know Terry's always on them
I
TikTok
told you he's always
lives.
on live.
He was like, yeah, he had a little fan come up and say hi to him.
Wait, Justin,
Wow.
didn't you guys meet Terry at BravoCon?
Oh, Leia did because we were in the back press room and Leia was spilling coffee all over the table and herself. And she was standing in a puddle of liquid. And Terry comes up to like, be like, don't worry about it. Like, nobody
Nobody
saw.
saw.
We're all good. And
Aw.
I walk up being like, why is she talking to Terry? And she had no idea who he was. And we just
Yeah.
had like a natural conversation for like a good 10 to 20 minutes. And he was just a real down to earth person.
Yeah.
So nice.
I want to feel like Terry and I are friends, and this is the beginning of a budding relationship.
It was cute.
I hope he's thinking about me.
Did you exchange numbers,
Sure
Instagram
he is.
handles?
I wanted to ask,
But it's better that you didn't.
but I will be DMing him today.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Give
have
it a
it
day.
You-
24
Great meeting
hours.
Do you have a
Yes.
draft
Yeah.
formulated?
Yeah.
Do you know like what your
In my
approach
head.
is?
He was
I bet you
thinking
do.
about it all night.
And if he
Yeah.
doesn't respond, it's just, sorry, one of my producers sent this.
Yeah. This is Nick's assistant.
Yeah.
And then as we're sitting at dinner, we had picked out our diamonds. We, shout out to Corey, got our whatever, go back to the table. It's like surf and turf, it's steaks, it's cocktails, everything you can think of. Caviar,
Did you eat any of
Cones.
it?
Seafood tower.
a caviar cone, like an ice cream cone, caviar cone. Anyway, so we're sitting there and here comes Hugh Laurie.
House?
Dr.
House.
House.
Yeah.
Dr. House.
Because him and Rob are best friends.
Because him and Rob are best friends.
That
He
makes
was the
sense.
dad
Of
in
course.
Stuart Little.
Oh yeah.
He was the dad in Stuart Little. Sorry. I love Stuart Little.
Rob told us a really fascinating story when it came to casting for the dad of Stuart
I
Little.
thought you were going to say casting the mouse. Sorry.
Well, they were looking for the dad. They couldn't,
Yeah.
they couldn't, couldn't land on a dad.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob came up with the idea of Hugh. And they're like, well, can Hugh do an American accent? He's like, I don't know. So he called up Hugh.
This
Hugh-
was pre-house.
This is pre-house.
Yes, of course.
And he called up Hugh. He's like, hey,
Mhm.
listen, this is really random, but can you do an American accent? And he was like, I don't
think
know. I probably could learn. And Rob's like, I kind of need to know like now
The mouse is American.
if you can do it.
Yeah.
And basically Rob was just like, we're just going to fake it till you make it.
Got him a dialect coach.
Nice.
So basically what I heard was Rob Minkoff is responsible for Hugh becoming House.
Wow.
Because that American accent was so good.
So good.
Because of that, if there was no little mouse boys to
And
it,
if I could
Little
be
and no
honest, and
Rob
as I said at the
Minkoff.
table, I learned tonight that he was British.
You didn't.
As did I.
Actually,
But it was Stephen
I'm
Fry
learning
and
right now.
Hugh Fry and Laurie.
You wanna
I mean,
know
the first
what
time
else?
I
didn't
heard
know.
about Hugh was for House, and he
House.
had this like very believable American accent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You want to know what else we learned last night? Come on, feel the noise. Don't
You know
rock
that
your
song?
noise.
Yeah.
Do you know whose brother that is?
No.
Terry
Terry
DuBrow.
DuBro's brother wrote
What?
that song.
What?
I feel like I did know this.
Wait, whoa,
crazy?
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry.
Mind-blowing.
Wait, what
Mind-blowing.
band is that? That's come on, the
It's just
I don't know, one of the like most famous,
You have
like
a
any.
computer.
80s rock band. What?
Yeah,
you
you have
do
a
have a
computer right in
computer.
front of you.
You know,
Well,
back in
I
the day
should
where they used to have
know.
CDs, and it was like greatest rock.
Twisted. No, I don't need a computer. Twisted fucking sister, baby.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, like anytime you have one of those
I
like
love you.
greatest rock hits of all time, that
Yeah.
song is on it.
Wow.
You just reminded me of those like I know the younger ones won't know, but like back in the day after like 11 p.m. there was this like infomercials that would be like, here's the greatest hits. And like that's what that just reminded
Yeah.
me of.
Wait, never mind. It's
It's-
not Twisted
Yeah, I was
Sister.
gonna
It's
say,
Quiet
it's not.
Riot.
Yeah,
it's Quiet Riot.
Yeah,
Just cut that. Cut
Okay.
that. Oh my God, save her.
Oh my God,
Terry's brother was not
so confident.
It came up,
I'm
and
just
everyone's
kidding.
like, "Can you sing? Can you sing?" Zoe, exceptional
Obviously sings,
voice,
yes.
has a song on the top 40 charts in the world right now
Wow.
that she wrote years ago. And then Terry's like, "Yeah, I can't sing. It's the one talent I don't have, but like my brother can." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. You have a brother who can sing." And then he was like, "Yeah, he sang this song." And I was like, "Huh?" So casual.
Wow.
crazy.
And I was like, "I'm a loser."
Oh, do you know what? My computer science teacher in the 6th grade's brother was the lead singer of Boston.
Oh,
That's sick.
wow.
And I was like, whoa, because in 6th grade, Boston was my favorite band. And I was like, this is the
That's-
coolest thing.
My uncle, who by marriage,
Mhm.
my this is the coolest thing I got. Not that cool.
Mhm.
Was in a band called Firetown, whose bass drummer was named Butch Davis, who
Mhm.
was the producer for Nirvana Nevermind.
That's sick.
Nice.
Also, he was in the band The Garage. Garage?
Garage?
No, Garbage.
Garbage!
Yeah, Butch Davis. Yeah.
I
And
know
my
none of-
uncle was like college buddies with them, and they had a band together, and he was on MTV back in the day.
Wow.
So,
Nick just
not as
got-
cool as being brothers with the guy.
I was gonna say I was a fan of the Spice Girls.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Love those divas down.
Yeah.
I
You know
love
what,
them.
Nick, Natalie, there's a reason you guys were in the room. They
Yes.
always say that. Like, no matter if you're the one person that doesn't fit, you're in that room.
Yeah.
And there's a reason.
No, Crystal is just truly just like one of the best people. Her and Rob, I mean, are just the best people that you'll ever meet. I'm like, we're walking back to look at these diamonds, and I'm like, I'm so underdressed. Like, this is what was going on. She's like, you look beautiful. You look amazing. What are you talking about? Like, it's great. Come on, we're looking at diamonds. I'm like,
Aw.
such a good person. Just like, she's just so great. Well, if you're pet parents like us, you know about Chewy. And when they say they have everything you need to keep your pet happy and healthy, they are not messing around. To keep them happy, Chewy has over 100,000 products from all the brands our pets love at prices we love. Food, treats, beds, you name it. They have it, and it gets shipped directly to your door in 1 to 2 days. And not just for dogs and cats, birds, fish, reptiles, and more.
To keep them healthy, Chewy offers pet prescriptions, pet insurance, telehealth vet visits, and is even rolling out vet clinics across the country. Chewy has top-tier 24/7 customer service. We can get expert advice over chat or over the phone day or night. Chewy has the best selection of dog toys and pet toys alike. And also, again, I can't say enough about their 24/7 customer service. You never know when your dog is going to get into something. You might have a question about your pets that they can help with. It's truly incredible.
From balls to play fetch with Steve or clean ingredients for Jeff, Chewy always has our backs. Chewy has everything you need to keep your pet happy and healthy. And right now you can save $20 on your first order and get free shipping by going to chewpanions.chewy.com/viallfiles. That's chewpanions.chewy.com/viallfiles. To save $20 on your first order with free shipping, chewpanions.chewy.com/viallfiles. Minimum purchase required, new customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See site for complete details.
Guys, I'm obsessed with Coop Sleep Goods. Their pillow is incredible. Natalie knows this. When we met, I had this one pillow that was really old and with me for too long, but I couldn't find a replacement. And then Coop pillows showed up at my door, and I am truly obsessed. It's insanely comfortable. If you're like me, I'm really picky with my pillows. My neck is very sensitive, and also it's incredibly cool. It keeps you cool and your temperature regulated throughout the night. Can't say enough of great things.
The Coop Cooling Collection pillow has been a game changer for hot sleepers or for staying cool during warmer months. It features breathable, temperature-regulating materials designed to wick away heat and moisture so you stay comfy all night long. Perfect for those who wake up sweaty or toss and turn trying to find the cool side of the pillow. I have to say something else about Coop. It's adjustable, so you can take out as much of the filling or put in more depending on if you want a firmer pillow or a flatter pillow. Whatever it is, you can make it happen with Coop. They give you a free pillow consultation with their sleep expert to optimize your sleep. A 100-night free trial, 86% of sleepers reported better sleep after switching their pillows to Coop. So let Coop help you show up feeling rejuvenated and ready to go. Get 20% off your first order and try Coop risk-free with a 100-night sleep better guaranteed at coopsleepgoods.com/VIALL. That's COOP sleepgoods.com/VIALL.
Financial resolutions are great, but let's be real. Budgets don't reset on January 1st. Between post-holiday credit card bills and getting back to your regular routine, cash is tight. And that's why there's Upside.
Honestly, Upside can be a part of your routine. Anytime you're about to fill up your tank or grab groceries, you can check the Upside app first to see where you can earn the most cash back, because why not take free money that's literally right there? The free Upside app gets you cash back on gas, groceries, and dining, the three things draining your wallet right now. Over 100,000 participating location means cash back opportunities are everywhere you already go. And yes, it's cash back, not points you'll never use, not credits that expire, money you transfer straight to your bank account. Here's how it works. Open the app, claim an offer, pay with your card like normal, and get paid. That's it. You'll earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than with a loyalty program or credit card rewards alone. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code VIALL to get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code VIALL.
Sierra.
Yes.
Nene Leakes.
Is back, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
According-
For road trip.
I cannot wait for this. If it's Vicky Gunvalson and Nene Leakes on a van, in a car, in an RV together, it's going to be wild.
I think this is big news. Nene coming back to Bravo in general, just because we know the history of her lawsuits and not being able to return.
That's what I said. I kind of love it that I'm it's giving Bravo giving second chances, especially to people that you didn't think that they would let on. But it's the people want that. We've been asking for Nene. We want Vicky back. And so I'm just hey, problematic behavior. Hopefully we'll see if it's changed,
This will be my first one tuning in. What, how do they pick? They just pick the messiest or most iconic?
It's all stars. This specific season, so it's 20 years of Housewives. So this is where they're bringing back the OGs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Versus
that's
usually
iconic.
it's just the most iconic personalities put them on a trip.
Mm.
I would love if there was a moment of Candy and Kim Zolciak on a bus.
I don't know if we're going to get maybe
to throw
Kim
back
for sure.
to that. Bring back Kim Zolciak.
Was Kim OG Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah. Tardy for the party. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good old days.
I love that girl.
I feel like Kim's
So
eventually
long
going to come
ago.
back. I just think she needs her space.
Well, I mean, she's made appearances on Next
Mhm.
Gen.
Yep.
Like,
And watch
and
What
she
Happens
was
live.
she was at
She's been-
BravoCon. So I'm like, I feel like
Yeah.
I
She
feel like
was?
yeah.
She did the stage where it was daughters
I
and
don't know.
moms.
When you
Oh.
bring somebody back like that hasn't been on for a while, I just feel like that's just the Easter egg that the network is going to use them
That's
in
what
one
I'm
way or
saying with
another.
space.
I
Like we don't need a
just-
hard launcher right this second.
Yeah, the world is a worse place without Kim Zolciak in like a Porsche convertible and a full glass of wine
And
in
a
the-
cigarette.
and a cigarette in the driver's seat.
Wig flying in the wind.
Yeah,
Speaking of housewives, Todd Bradley, Bronwyn's
Currently separated.
Yeah, currently separated. That gives hope.
yeah.
I don't know that we
I don't
want
know
it.
that
I don't
after he
know.
was
I don't know.
spotted with a mystery woman.
Mm,
Well,
I think we need to come up with a T-shirt that says, "This is not a date."
this is my coworker.
That's fair.
I don't, you
Mhm.
know.
Or like a reserved
Yeah.
card that you put on the table.
I mean,
Do we have a picture of said
we
Mr.
do.
Can I?
and it's like
Oh,
Let me see.
They're sitting at the bar.
Mm.
I feel like if it was a work dinner, they would be maybe like at a table. I don't know.
Yeah, but that doesn't give
Her face
date.
is blurred out.
I don't know.
I hope it is. I'm like,
You
I
hope
feel
what?
like I hope that is a date.
You do.
Yes,
do.
They're
Yes.
separated. He's allowed.
And honestly, like I think it helps you get over it, and I don't want them to get back together. I just don't. I don't think that he's good for her. I don't like the
think that
vibe.
he's good for you.
Yeah. No, literally.
Listen, I feel like justice for Todd.
Really?
I think justice for
Why?
Todd too, but I also
What?
love the idea of like single Bronwyn era next
Sure.
season.
I mean, like, I don't know, because I think, again, we've talked about this at length, but we know a handful of people who actually know Bronwyn and Todd, have hung out with them like off camera
Okay.
in real life. They have nothing but good things to say. And clearly this, like, I think we can safely confirm that Todd reluctantly agreed to support his wife going on this show. You know, and now this guy is like, wherever he goes, he's having like
Yeah.
random fucking strangers taking these pictures of him, like making these grand assumptions about his intentions that could be literally anything.
Yeah.
He may
Yeah.
not even know this person. That could have been a fan who came up to him and was just like nice and asked him some questions, and he was just like kind enough to like be
Buy her a
engaging.
drink.
It's a good point. Yeah.
They could,
Yeah, maybe.
They could have just sat down. She came alone. He came alone.
Yeah.
They just happened to sit beside each other. The
Big
bar
fan.
was full. She could be his publicist.
That's
Literally.
true.
She could be
Literally.
literally someone who works for Bravo and is like, sit down with me. Let's talk about next season. Do you
At this
want to
very public bar.
at this
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
public bar?
If
I
she-
mean,
Actually, great idea.
if she's his publicist, she's kind of bad at her job.
or good.
Well,
Or good, depending on how
good,
you look
yeah.
at it. I don't know.
it could be anybody. I mean, that's a good
it
point.
could be anybody. It could be his cousin who, like, he was like, oh my
Could be his
God,
cousin.
I'm in New York. And she's like, me too. He's like, let's go grab a drink. Haven't seen you since that family reunion 10 years ago.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it
Mhm.
could be shedding some light on the making out and farting all night. Like maybe he really is out there lining
Why
up dates.
can't a guy
Yeah.
fart?
Lighting up dates.
I should hope that you'd be able to control it while making,
Making
out.
out.
but,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
it is the combo of
It's
the
two.
two.
It's the combo.
And the
Yeah.
fact that it was brought up in the reunion again, where she was Lisa was calling out Heather for backstabbing her and being like, "Oh, you thought it was funny to have them
Yeah.
say that." That I'm like, makes me
Yeah.
feel like that was really told to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel confused and I feel a little bit misled.
I just hope they can have like a peaceful separation. If so,
I
like
do
outing
too.
it like with pictures of people with people we don't know. Like I feel like that's just gonna get messy.
Well, I think
That's
the
true.
reality too is that Todd wasn't really a character on the show. So I'm like, if they decide to divorce, like I'm like, Todd can slip into oblivion and no one's going to be looking for him after.
I mean,
that.
I
don't-
agree.
I think this is the ugly side of reality TV, and
Mhm.
I hate to think that, you know, this played a role in this separation. And you know, I don't know. I don't think it's fun to make a bunch of like guesses as to why,
Yeah.
based off an edit we're seeing, and people projecting, you know, what they think about a relationship because Todd chooses not to like show up on camera to care what people think about him and kind of like present as this kind of a grumpy guy who doesn't want to film.
Sure, but I'm also kind of like I think it goes two ways where I'm like being on a reality TV show also shows from an outside perspective what your relationship's like. We're kind of seeing that with Potomac right now and how all the other women have an opinion that we're kind of seeing as well. But Angel's very convinced that she's in a healthy relationship. So I do think that being able to watch back your relationship through an outsider's eyes and being like, okay, maybe I don't like the way that he speaks to me, or maybe I want this to be
Oh.
fixed. Like, I'm like, I think it's a great tool to be able to work on your relationship, but I also think it might put a magnifying glass on problems that
On
maybe you were
problems,
trying to ignore.
How would you compare that to say how the cast The Valley spoke about Danny and Nia and that projection? Because that seemed like way off base.
That's what I said. I
agree.
think it's awful, but I'm also kind of like, you see that projection the same way that we kind of see with like Bronwyn and Whitney and Mary this season with Meredith, where I'm just like, you're projecting something based off of what's going on with yourself. It has nothing to do with the actual relationship.
I sympathize with the fact that he didn't want to do the show and he was reluctant. I'm like, I get that. And I actually think that's probably like signs of like healthy, wanting a
Boundaries.
healthier relationship. But I also think we have seen some things and there's been some like, pictures or I don't know, rumors about what's happening. And I don't know, like, yeah, personally, I don't want to root for a marriage to fail, but I also kind of feel like she may be better off without him.
And maybe him too. Like, that's what I'm saying.
And
Maybe
same-
he doesn't want
yes.
eccentric furniture and like have to pull out his black card to be like, this is the only reason why she's with me. So
No,
like maybe for him, there's
totally.
also a little bit of like,
Go your separate ways and then you can be private and she can be fabulous.
yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Well, we also have Monica Garcia.
I
Fun
love
to watch.
everything.
It's great to watch.
We love Monica. She's been on the show several times. But I do think what she is doing on social media is not
helpful.
helpful.
She's campaigning a return.
Mhm.
But
Did I
don't think this is the way to do
yeah,
it. This
yeah.
is not.
She already said, she confirmed that she's not coming back. So that's kind of why she said she was going even harder
Oh.
online.
But it's like,
It's
leave it to the professionals.
it's
then.
giving
Sorry.
it's giving a little fan behavior.
Which she kind of is, right?
Because
And that's why we
here
love
she is, she
her.
makes a comment,
That's why
and then
we
you
love
have
her.
yeah,
Meredith.
totally.
Well, Meredith just gave,
igno-
yeah.
yeah, and then that has seemed to greenlight Monica to
Yeah.
really keep going, where it's just kind of like, oh, this person acknowledged my post and confirmed what I said. I'm going to
Mhm.
quadruple down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a
Um,
great going deeper coming up. And when we talked to this person about this incident, she referenced,
You mean Angie K?
I do mean Angie K.
No.
It is Angie. It's Angie Katz.
And Angie K referenced, you know the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I said, and I do. And I do.
Yeah, it next week's going deeper, Angie K, and it was exceptional and
Can't
really
wait.
just a dream come true.
Yeah.
And she
She
was
hugged
everything.
me, I melted.
Was I right 4 or 5 years
Wait
ago?
a second. First of all, we
She's a
need to
bright
call
light.
we
She's
need
a
to call
star.
out Justin because
I don't get shy like that. I don't
Oh
know
my
what I
God.
said.
Justin has. If you haven't
did. It
remembered,
was
Justin's been
so
singing
cute.
Angie's praises.
No, Justin has been team Angie since like she was born. I feel like he was like
Honestly.
Since her conception.
Agreed.
He was
like
there.
she's gonna be amazing. And then she comes into the studio, kindest, like I mean, just talking to everybody, talking in there with the editors. She's like, "Love you guys so much," giving everybody hugs. We're telling her how much Justin like has rooted for her and been on her
Aw.
side. She's like, "Oh
Mhm.
my God, you were a fan when I didn't have any. Like, I love you so much." And then before she leaves, she goes, "Justin, do you want a picture?" And Justin says,
Froze the only thing
He
I could
froze.
say.
He absolutely froze. It was very cute.
I don't typically take photos, but
I can't.
I didn't mean it that way.
But it came out that
And she
way.
goes, "I know you don't want to stoop down to my level to take a photo with me."
I literally screamed inside. No, because I don't get starstruck. The last person I felt that way was Denise Richards.
Oh,
But like, I
yes.
just think she's big in like my perspective of Bravo and reality TV. That
Mhm.
I was like, stop looking at me, please.
He was like, "I
can't-
don't typically take photos."
He
of
blushed.
fans."
I took their pictures, and the way Justin was, I've never seen him blush.
I don't get
Cute.
starstruck, but I do
So
love
cute.
Angie.
It was so cute. But yeah, we've got a great going deeper coming up. But we did ask her about all of this. And she said, "You know the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie." And I was like, it's going to ask for a glass of milk.
I imagine there's a rapid recap. Let's do it.
Let's do.
Well, if you missed the most recent episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Reunion Part 1, here is your rapid recap. We're back in Greece, aka New York City. Apparently at BravoCon, Whitney got drunk and tried to be friends with Meredith, and now they're fighting again. Whitney stands by it all, alcoholic, pill popper, etc. Lisa gets so excited when Andy wants to talk about her, but Heather and Mary think she's a risky friend. It's okay because she's writing solo, not writing Meredith. Also, her DNA is not Utah, it's New York, bitch. Whitney thinks Lisa got a facelift and didn't meet Ben Affleck. Bronwyn and Lisa are not friends. Lisa says, it's like wanting to skin me and be me to Angie because she did an Arby's ad. Also, it's been 100 episodes of Salt Lake City. We've all grown and changed so much. Then Brittany enters with an emotional support teddy bear. She didn't realize she was flirting with the deckhands on Below Deck until she watched it back. Heather did not fuck Captain Jason, and she does not like Meredith and Lisa tag teaming. She also doesn't think Lisa has a real job. Angie brought a scroll. It has Lisa's phone number on it. To be continued.
I mean, what is a real job? You know?
Exactly.
None of us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be, yeah. I did not understand what Lisa was saying. She's like, you've been at my parties with Daniel Radcliffe and you don't know what I do? It's like, no.
Someone checking on Daniel.
He's like, what the fuck did I catch a story?
Yeah, he's like, what?
Wait, you should text him and be like, hey, you all right?
It's so ironic though, like how much that conversation mirrored when people would ask Heather what she thought of Jen Shaw's business. Like it was almost word for word the same. Like, I don't know. I've been to a party. I don't know what she does.
Heather knows exactly what she was
Yeah.
trying to insinuate because they were trying to do that during the season as
was
if it was like Lisa is a scammer and that's how she has her money. That's what you're insinuating.
When she first started explaining the lawsuit, she's like, this one is in litigation. This one is being something. And then she brings it up again 10 minutes later. She's like, they're all dismissed. There's none of them are current, active.
When she was like, which means I practically won. And I was like, I don't think that's what that means. I don't know, but
Ron was like, so you paid them back.
I feel like they kind of want Lisa to like incriminate herself. You know what I mean? Like it's like how much can she even say about these lawsuits? And like she can even say like I settled all, one of them's still active, whatever. But they're like, no, we want you to exactly say.
But Lisa never
Yeah.
does
Can
anything
you?
to de-escalate a situation. She's always like, well, yours is a federal crime. It's like,
I mean,
Yeah.
huh?
You
Like,
know what's
Sure.
beautiful about Lisa Barlow and Meredith Marks' friendship? It's literally Lisa being like the most flamboyantly un-PR trained person and will always get herself into deep shit and being like, they're all dismissed. And then Meredith being like, okay, well, technically.
yeah.
And then backing her up.
Right.
Lisa's-
And that's
Lisa's
why they're
smarter than we
beautiful.
think, though.
You have
Thank
the
you.
convict and the lawyer. And I say that with all the love in my heart.
well, I love the loyalty.
Yeah.
They always have each other's back.
Mhm.
Have they
And
always been like that?
For as far as I mean,
Well,
I
except
can't
for that
speak.
one brief period in season
The hot
3,
mic,
the hot
yeah.
mic, where Lisa was like, she's a
In
horse, she
2?
fucked half of New York.
it's end of season 2
2.
into season
Sorry.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
back. They're
A
good
lot
now.
of people say they're loyal. Few people are, and those two are with each other.
Oh, yeah.
And I respect
The
it.
tag team was hilarious. We
Mhm.
don't tag team.
And
2
then they're
seconds
like,
later, tag
No.
team.
They immediately
Iconic.
start
Also,
tag
it's like,
teaming.
God forbid they have allies on the couch. Like,
Well, I was like, and Heather,
Heather?
you can't be calling out people anyways because you and Whitney are tag teaming every fucking storyline the entire season.
Yeah.
Whitney, Heather, bad weather, spinning around, tornado,
Destroy.
destroy.
Just not a fan.
Lisa's phone number on the scroll.
Yeah, what?
So she
I'm
was
foaming at the
sending,
mouth.
she's sending the text
Like,
messages.
what are the odds that someone, for us, we live in LA, someone in LA has the same area code and the last 4 digits as our phone number? Because that's what it's going to be based off of, right? Where you can see an account has like what their number is.
And she's from New York, right?
Yes.
So her
So-
area code will be different.
Do you think
Maybe,
it's-
potentially.
She has been in Utah for a couple decades.
Yeah, true.
But I've had my phone number like a long time.
I've had mine since
High school.
middle school. For
So
me.
it would
Y'all
be
need to change it up.
crazy
So it
odds.
could be
Yeah.
someone that's not her. We don't obviously haven't seen the same.
How do you
but-
think they got that video of Lisa talking shit about Todd?
I'm sure it was posted on TikTok somewhere.
Well, Bronwyn said
was
that.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Bronwyn said a friend or a fan DM'd it to her, right?
Which means a fan posted it.
Yeah.
Or
they're
sent
always
it.
recording. It's crazy.
That's like to be like meeting fans and then being like
Reckless.
body shaming
That's tough.
Todd is tough.
It's tough. It's not cool.
And Bronwyn being like you're obsessed with him. Like
Mhm.
every chance you get in the TikTok comment, like everywhere you're talking about Todd.
Yeah.
And it's like the fact that she couldn't be like, you're right, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
I agree completely. Like it's rubbing me the wrong way. I'm like, I binged the season before and then I've been watching this one, but like it's really rubbing me the wrong way. And I'm like, it's hard to feel like she's redeemable, but you guys seem to love.
Oh, I love her. But
know.
as I said, I was like, maybe not a great moment by any means, but I'm just like, I highly doubt that Heather, Whitney, if you ask them, like, what's your opinion on Meredith? They went on the football thing and said that Meredith should be benched for the next season. Like, I'm like, you guys say things about each other. You guys are talking about Meredith and Seth's relationship. If she's implying that he's cheating. Like,
I do agree that Meredith was asleep for the first half of this season.
Yeah,
I do
She
agree
was
with that.
cooking.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say on the plane, but I got it.
No.
No, she was awake on the plane.
She was watching Crazy Rotations, please.
Or not.
Or not.
I mean, she can multitask.
Well, we also have the Real Housewives of Potomac. Girls are in Colorado, and the girls hate Angel.
I know.
Yeah.
Besides Tia and Kay.
I'm not a fan.
I was going to say, she just doesn't bring housewife energy. She doesn't come to play.
No sauce.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's very much like, I don't like that. I don't like that. And this is how I'm going to treat you. And this is why you treated me. And it's like, we don't care.
The montage of her being like, I really want to get to know you ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I booked you a house an hour away from me.
That was bananas.
And only 2 are going to stay at my house.
My favorites.
The whole time she's
favorite.
being
Yeah.
like, you're coming into my home. You're staying on my 35 acres. And then being like, we don't have the space.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, did I crack up a little bit of her like lick back with Giselle and Ashley in these 2 twin beds in
Oh,
the
yeah, that
tiniest
was
room? I was
funny.
like, that's funny, but leave it at that. And then when it's like, oh, it's an hour commute, and now I'm taking 2 of them, so like you guys can't all kiki, and you're also now holding these 2 other women hostage. What if they wanted to go hang out with the other women while you're putting your kids down?
What was it? Like, what are you manifesting? A room with a bathroom?
Literally. Rarely am I super team Giselle, but in that moment, like
Same.
Giselle talking about running water, I was like, no, get Giselle Bryant running fucking water.
I love Giselle.
Giselle has some of the best clapbacks.
I know.
mean,
She's
I don't always
awesome.
agree with her, but I do love her sass.
I think she definitely stirs the pot, but he got like Angel doesn't even seem to want to like be an ingredient in the pot.
I'm
You
just
know?
like, have you seen a season of Housewives ever?
Exactly.
I'm like, yes, they're going to talk about your family. They're going to talk about your husband if you bring him on the show. They're going to talk about your house. They're going to talk about everything. And I was like, and Potomac is one of the shadiest of the seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are you acting new here that like all of these women are all of a sudden involved? There's nothing else to talk about. They're in
Babe.
Potomac, Maryland.
Babe, lean in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's, for me, that's her greatest sin, is that she's not leaning in, because otherwise I kind of feel like everyone sounds a little ungrateful. I'm like, you guys, she's got you in Colorado. Like, this is kind of cool. It's kind of fun. But also, yeah, there should be running water. And I do agree. Her biggest thing for me, I'm like, just like lean in and like get messy, because that's how you're going to guarantee your spot next year.
No, when they're meditating and she's sitting on a bench watching them.
Yeah, that-
love.
And then she's like, okay, I'm going to let you guys rest. And they're like, well, where are you going?
She's running
Like,
a camp.
Yeah,
you guys.
she's being like head producer, camp counselor. It's like, you're one of us. You're supposed to also stay in this house with us.
I kind of like it.
Have you seen the clip? It's been everybody's posting it, but it's when Angel introduces the group to the men,
If that was
Oh
the
my
most
God.
wild
and it's like
scene.
awkward because like, who are these people and why are we saying hi?
Why
Yeah.
does that man so
How-
like confidently sucking on his cigar but can't say hello?
And they're all just sitting down while they're standing there, and it's like, okay,
Was this a preview for next episode or something?
is it a preview?
No, it was in this episode.
No, they were just there.
When they went down to the campfire and she was like, I'm gonna introduce you to people. And
Oh,
like
right,
the women
right,
are all
right.
standing there being like, hi. And the guys were just like,
Yeah.
It was a quick scene, but I think the audience was like, well, that was
What?
interesting.
Yeah.
Huh?
completely unnecessary.
I definitely feel like this is going to be a little fire festy of a girls' trip. You know,
Yeah, it does
It's
feel
gonna
fire
be-
festy.
Yeah, like
Well,
not going to be glam, not going to be.
but it's no, Giselle said at the end of this, she goes, I take care of my people and I'm going to get us different accommodations. And I have a feeling that Giselle is going to show out and be like,
Ooh, yeah.
you
one
have
up
failed.
Angel.
So embarrassing.
She's
Let
like,
me take over.
I just did the last trip, but I guess I'll handle
That
this
is a
one for
power
you.
move. That's
yeah.
yeah.
I know.
She's going to find like a massive Airbnb and she's going to get all of the girls to stay in the Angel. You can go back to your house if you want.
Angel's
Oh my
Airbnb was
gosh.
so bad that it
Yeah.
repaired the relationship between Stacey, Ashley, and Giselle. They were all
So
feeling the
true.
water underneath, being like, oh my God, you don't got no water, girl. And it was just like, you guys hate each other. Did you forget?
Yeah. Like, but we have a common enemy.
This house.
This house.
Do we think that Angel booked it, or do we think a producer booked it, and then Angel's just taking the heat for it?
I know.
No, Angel feels like she is very much like in control. She's like, we're in my town,
Okay.
like my place.
She takes
I know.
herself very seriously.
Mhm.
And I
Very
think she just needs to
seriously.
loosen up.
Yeah.
I watched the after show because I don't think this was in the episode, but Monique was talking about cast trips actually. And she was saying that like the network covers some of
She
the
said that in the episode.
in the episode. Okay, so she was saying like the network covers some of the expenses, but whoever's hosting the trip is working hand in hand with the producer. So it's like she's giving options of like the events that they do or like the adventures or zip lining, whatever. It's like those are all suggestions given by the host. So it's like you knew when you put them in I don't even know what to call that, just like the
Boondocks.
outskirts of Colorado, that they were going to have no access to anything. And it was like the network could have helped with an Airbnb that was closer.
The Airbnb listing did not say no running water. Or did it?
Or at least like manual will have to go out.
Or did Angel like turn it off?
Well, I was gonna say, didn't they say the chef just like turned it back on? It was pretty simple, right?
There's no lights outside, but apparently there is a thing that you go out there and flip a switch to turn the water back on. But if you're going out there at 10 p.m. at night with mountain lions, rattlesnakes, the list of things that she was mentioning that live on her property, I was like, wouldn't last an hour.
We all just need to be outdoorsy like Natalie.
I was gonna say we just needed Natalie there to flip the switch, because she would have been like, "There's a switch, I'm gonna go flip it." Like you would have just handled it. Like everyone, like I understand, but I just feel like everyone is like really making a big deal about like the dark ride home. I'm like, yeah, it's Colorado. Like you're out in the boonies. Like there's not street lights.
Are we doing Valley now?
Yeah.
The only really gripe I have with the Valley Persian Style is like, don't show me an entire date about a person I haven't been really invested in.
And then
Only to
seconds later, be like,
dodge
broke
that
up.
bullet.
broke up, dodged
Yeah.
the bullet. We just sat and watched 20 minutes of your date with this person and last episode.
I feel like Sophia is not gonna leave. I feel like Sophia is gonna be here.
You think
You
this is
know.
a way that they're incorporating her into the show?
Yeah.
Oh.
Friend
I mean,
of,
that would make
maybe.
sense, because otherwise it is kind of like,
Or like testing out her as a friend of, is she causing
Or like
drama
she's
not? I
friends
don't
with
know.
Natasha, so she's gonna like it didn't work out with. Are we calling him RJ?
RJ.
Or are we calling
Reza?
him?
There's a
Are
lot
we
of
calling-
Rezas.
Well, he's Reza Jackson.
I thought he was Jax. I thought people were calling him Jax because there's two Rezas and he's Reza Jackson.
Which makes sense.
But then
I don't-
RJ too.
But then I heard
don't
Gigi
know.
call him RJ, so I'm like,
I think it depends on the people in the group.
Yeah.
Hot Reza? No, I'm just kidding.
Hot Reza. That's
short
so
Reza.
mean.
Loafers Reza?
Straight Reza.
And we're gonna just start seeing like awkward encounters of the two of them like being forced to be in the same room.
Didn't he say at the end that they decided that it didn't work out and they're going separate
and
ways?
He said, "I dodged a bullet," which is like a crazy thing to
Yeah,
say
it's like,
about someone.
what is this?
And
You
like-
had one date.
Yeah.
But it's like, why? Because she was direct and like asking questions for the answers that she needed to know so you don't waste her time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dodged
I said,
a
"Get it,
bullet
girl."
Is crazy.
I enjoy Valley Persian Style.
No, it's an easy watch. I mean, I'm just obsessed with Reza
Yeah.
and his husband.
Yeah.
I think-
I love watching Reza get into Gigi about her finances. Like, I'm invested in this. It feels like real.
It does feel
Yeah.
real. And also it feels like something that nobody from my world would ever be able to understand. But moving to LA, I'm like, oh, this is like such a thing where people have like an allowance, and like the amount of money people spend just like from their
Mhm.
family, like that is so like culturally different from where I'm from, where I'm like, we aren't even exposed to that. So I think it's like a really cool concept to have like Persian style the Valley.
What do we
Mhm.
think of Tommy and MJ and him being
It's-
like, "I love to tease," and her being like, "Yeah, but you're being mean to me."
The
Oh,
kid
yeah.
thing kind of got me too. Like that
I
made my
know.
heart hurt for her a bit,
Mhm.
just because it's like, your kid doesn't know what he's saying, but it's like
Yeah.
he's replicating how you speak to me
Mhm.
and thinks it's okay. And then it's also like, how do you
And
correct that?
Tommy being like, when mommy comes out, tell her she looks pretty, but then also she would like, will wear too much makeup. So if she's wearing too much makeup, tell her it's too much. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just let him be like respectful, love his
Mhm.
mom.
Yeah,
Like, why does he-
totally.
He's like, but he has a good sense of humor.
right.
We also like know the outcome of their relationship too, which is kind of
That's what I was gonna
it's
say.
weird because you're watching, you know where it's gonna go. They're gonna end up filing for divorce, but then
Mhm.
like
So you're kind of watching it through a lens of like not like a Bronwyn and Todd where you're like, oh, maybe this is just the dynamic of their relationship.
They
So
did
like I
file
should
for
step back.
divorce?
Yeah, she
end of last year,
separated. Yeah.
towards the end, yeah.
Mm.
So it's like we know that, and going into it, that
Like
it's
in
like
me watching it, I'm like, I want it to like work out or something to fix, and maybe it does, but we know that she.
That makes me
filed.
feel a bit better though, because it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like the show was the reason for
No.
it.
Yeah.
Because like with
Right.
the Todd and Bronwyn, it's kind of like, oh god, would this have happened had the
Had the show not
Probably
happened
yeah,
for them.
like
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely watching Tommy and MJ. I'm like, this. I just don't. I don't see it.
like I appreciate comfort and whatnot, but yeah, if we're going out for date night, like please don't talk like this. Like try to like woo me. Try to act like we just met or something, and like try to like take me home with you. Like it's date night. Like not like, oh, my stomach hurts and like, yeah, whatever. You're and he called her a dumbass, I feel like in the car at one point, and I was just like, it's not like
Yeah.
nothing's cute about this.
This is an example where they can watch, not they, but he can watch it back and grow, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because was he on Shaw's?
Yes.
He was.
Yeah, they got together on Shaw's.
All right, well, up next, we have Tiffany Haddish and her lifelong friends, Sparkle, Selena, and Shermona. And you are not going to want to miss this fun conversation. You started a business, but you didn't expect to become the head of everything. Now you're doing marketing, customer service, and IT with no support staff. At some point, doing it all becomes the reason nothing gets done. Stop doing everything and look to Upwork. Instead of spending weeks sorting through random resumes, Upwork Business Plus sends a curated shortlist of expert talent into your inbox in hours. Trusted, top-rated freelancers vetted for skills and reliability, and rehired by businesses like yours.
If you're overextended and understaffed, Upwork Business Plus helps you bring in top quality freelancers fast. Get instant access to the top 1% in talent on Upwork. Upwork Business Plus takes the hassle out of hiring and the pressure off of your team by dropping trusted freelance talent right in your lap. When finding talent you can trust feels impossible, it's easy to default to doing everything yourself. Upwork Business Plan sources, vets, and shortlists proven experts so you can stop doing it all and delegate with confidence. Right now, when you spend $1,000 on Upwork Business Plus, you'll get $500 in credit.
Go to upwork.com/save now and claim the offer before January 31st, 2026. Again, that's upwork.com/SAVE. Terms apply. Well, it's New Year, and you're probably maybe thinking about refreshing things in your home. And if that's you, you need to check out Wayfair, because Wayfair has basically everything you could possibly want or need to upgrade any room in your house, indoor, outdoor, your office space. Here at the NV Media, we've relied heavily on Wayfair to help us furnish our studio and office space.
Wayfair is your one-stop shop. They have bedding, bath basics, kids' rooms, home decor, kitchen essentials, work from home study setup, storage for every space, living room refresh, even a backyard oasis if you're looking for a hot tub, a playground for your kids, a gazebo, whatever it is that you are looking for, you will find it at Wayfair. It is so convenient that you can find everything that your home needs. Their huge selection of home decor items make it easy to find something that's exactly for you. Wayfair makes it easy with fast and free shipping. Even on the big stuff, they will help you set it up. So get organized, refresh, and back on track this new year for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. If your motto is less is more, then shouldn't your morning routine feel the same? With Merit Beauty, their thoughtfully edited lineup is made for fast, 5-minute routine with easy-to-use products that deliver a natural, put-together look in just a few swipes. So you don't need to be a makeup artist to look your best, just great makeup products that work. Every product that Merit has is a staple in my beauty routine, from their Flesh Balm Blush to their Day Glow Highlighting Balm and their Bronze Balm Sheer Bronzer. They make getting ready easy, and especially with having a kid, you don't have time. You just got to do it. You got to do it in the car. You got to do it quickly, and Merit is that girl. Their bestsellers are proof that less is really more, and if you're feeling like you need a no makeup day, no problem. Merit's Great Skin Serum is all you need. It instantly hydrates and plumps for a fresh, dewy look. It's time for your makeup and skincare to meet the reality of your daily routine with Merit Beauty. Right now, Merit Beauty is offering our listeners their signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com. That's MERIT beauty.com to get your free signature makeup bag with your first order. meritbeauty.com.
Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Very excited to have you. Well, I mean, we all know, obviously, Tiffany, and then we have Sparkle.
Yes, hi.
And then we have Selena.
Yes.
And then we have Shermona.
Ow.
It's been really fun watching your show, Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. It's such a fun concept. Obviously, Tiffany, we know so much about you and your career and everything you've done, but very rarely do we get kind of a sneak peek and insight to some of the close relationships that some of our favorite celebrities have. Usually that's kind of something people keep private. And it's really fun to see because obviously I think the people we've known from the beginning, early in life, really know us the best and keep us grounded, can check us and things like that. And it's, I think, obviously what you ladies have is such a special relationship, and it's just fun to celebrate that. So thanks for taking the time to chat with us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
It's
inviting
a very
us.
fun dynamic. And I know you intro everybody on the show, but for our audience who doesn't know, can we just give a little how you met everybody?
Okay, so Selena, I met at like 12 years old. It's 6th grade. We're going into 7th. We went into 7th grade, so
Yeah.
we was about to be 13.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? About to be 12, about to be 13. And
Teenagers.
so I met her and told her to her face she gonna be my friend. And that's that. Did 14. No, that was 13. Well, no, 14 because we was in ninth grade.
Ninth grade.
Ninth grade. I met Shermona in algebra class. She leaned over and she said, "Are you allowed to go to parties?" And I was like, "I think so." She's like, "I got a car. We going to this party. You want to go with us?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to go to the party. I'm going to ask my grandma if I could go."
I had a Pinto.
If I could go. Yeah, we was like 14
I had
to
a
15 years
Pinto.
old.
A Pontiac
Pinto.
Lamont.
And then Sparkle is Shermona's sister. And Sparkle had to go everywhere we went. We wasn't allowed to go certain places unless Sparkle went.
Yeah.
And we wanted to take Sparkle because she gonna snitch regardless. So,
Keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
yeah,
I'm still here, and
if
I'm
we gonna
still
get a
here.
whooping, you gonna get a whooping too.
So it wasn't a downer that Sparkle had to join. It was like, no, she's coming with us.
Sparkle is fun.
Yeah.
Sparkle's awesome.
So you
Yeah.
had fun hanging out with your older sister and her
Yeah,
friends.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I enjoyed all of these ladies. Well, I didn't really get to hang out with Selena that much.
No, we didn't bring Sparkle to
Yeah,
certain things we didn't bring
hang out with
Sparkle to.
Selena that much.
Question for you ladies. I'm curious, when Tiffany got into the entertainment business and things really popped off for her, what part of you was surprised? I mean, it's got to be surreal at any point when your friend becomes a household name and a big celebrity. But was that something where you're like, nope, we kind of expected that with Tiffany? Or was it a combination of like, holy shit, I can't believe this is happening?
Not a surprise at all.
Okay.
Not to me. Yeah. She has so much character, so charming, so talented. Yeah, that was not a surprise for me.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
She gives off hardcore star energy.
Right.
Star energy or kingpin energy. Either way. I feel like the biggest criminals could have been the biggest stars. Either way. The way the world looking at things like everybody's a criminal. So I'm watching everybody. Everybody's a star. What are you up to? What are you up to?
No good. I'm up to no good.
No, now y'all are stars.
Yeah.
So.
They've always been stars in my eyes. Aw.
Growing up and going through your friendship, were there ever moments where your friendship struggled and y'all had to like fight through battles and tough times to like get back to each other? Or were y'all always like, no, we're good?
No,
I think when Shermona went off to college, it was a little bit different because she went to college in Atlanta, Georgia. And then that kind of separated like me and my sister and then Tiffany too, because I would hang out with Tiffany through my sister Shermona. But then when my sister left, our friendship kind of like got better though, I believe. And then I gained more of a bond with Tiffany because Shermona was like, you need to hang out with Tiffany more. So I would go to the Laugh Factory and support her.
We go to clubs and
Yeah.
stuff. And shit and
She'll
this
run
and
by
that.
a couple jokes like, you think this funny? I was like, yeah. And I'm like, nah, that ain't good. Do that over.
You were a tough critic.
Yeah.
You would be honest with her.
And that's what I love about her, though.
Yeah.
She's always honest. All my friends, very honest
Yeah.
with me. I mean, sometimes I think they say little stuff to just like calm her down, and then we're going to tell her the truth once she calmed down. But for the most part, they always honest with me. And that's
Yeah.
why they are my friends.
Yeah.
Because they're honest. It's the yes men that get disappeared real quick.
Y'all know each other, deepest, darkest secrets. So one by one, what is one word to describe each of you?
Ooh,
Sparkle, let's start with you.
Free-spirited.
Like all of you are free spirited, or one
All of
is more
us.
free spirited?
Tiffany, for sure.
I advertise free spirit.
All of us. All of us. That's one word to describe all of us.
Okay. Tiffany.
I would say artist.
Oh.
Very artistic. You know, if I want to like get an opinion on the way something looks or how something is, as far as is it beautiful, is it not beautiful, that's this one right here. That's this one. This one right here, organizer. Shermona's the organizer. The pull everybody together. She is the rounder upper. She rounds everybody up.
She's the glue.
The plans are
She
laminated.
also
glue.
will check everybody, make sure everybody on the same agenda. That's the school teacher. Come on, everyone. Okay, everybody wear white. I'm gonna be wearing black, but everybody else wear white. Fact.
Only on special days.
Yeah. Only on the parties.
Right.
But if I want to put something together and I want to make sure everybody shows up, I'll make sure Shermona knows Because Shermona will let everybody know, even the people I don't mess with that much, they'll be there too. I'll be like, damn, this is okay. I got to learn how to. I'm gonna treat them with grace. This is my grace challenge.
Smile and wave.
Yes.
Smile and
I didn't
wave.
say don't invite that person, so they're here, and that's okay. That's okay. My friend loves them. I will love them in the moment. But get that bitch out my house.
And she really be like that.
I'm kind, but get that bitch out my house.
Spot on.
And then I would say Selena is like the listener, the counselor, also the partner in crime. We have done some shit. Like you would be like, y'all did what? Y'all did what? What are y'all thinking? And why would you do that? And I'm like, Selena said it was cool to do, so we did it. And then everybody would be like, Tiffany, you're a bad influence. You this, and I'm like, it's Selena.
It's the quiet
It was
one.
really me.
The silent killer.
The mastermind behind all of this shenanigans.
Yeah.
But then she's like the best counselor. Like when I'm like really super down, really whatever, she listens and then she gives great perspective. Like, well, did you think about this part, Tiffany? And what about that? Or, girl, you crazy as hell. You know you need to stop fucking with that person. Like, so that's what everybody is.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, and y'all agree.
Yeah.
Big time.
Pretty much
Selena,
sums
I
it up
really
pretty accurate.
picked up on what Tiffany had to say watching the show. You really seem to have this kind of very calming presence. Seems like you know the side of your friends that a lot of people don't see. Where like where one person might be, oh, they present as this. You seem to always have that kind of understanding of like maybe something that could be insecure about or appreciate something that other people don't get to see. Where did you kind of get that kind of intuition that you seem to have?
I think I try to pour out what I want people to give to me, and not every part of my being is as simple as I may present, right? I may have like some really complex shit that I'm going through too. Maybe that's where I get it from. It's like what I'm giving is what I want in return.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I'm going to start listening more.
She really has some good advice, Tiffany. How did this show come to be? How did you come up to them and be like, I want to take y'all on this trip. I want to do this show. I want to show our friendship.
So I was working with my friend Black, who's a producer, and we were going back and forth about different kind of shows. And then he's like, I want to introduce you to these people. They do reality shows, and we could maybe take this show or that show over there to them. I was like, okay, cool. So we had all these different show ideas. And when we went to meet with this production company, they had ideas too, right? So we pitched like 2 of our ideas, and then they pitched all of theirs, which was a lot. And then I was like, well, we still got some more ideas, but before we get to airing all those out, I really like the idea of me going on a trip with my real friends. I love that idea. And that was from Chandrella Avery. Chandrella came up with that one. And I was like, girl, I've been talking about that for years. I would love to do that, especially if I can get a studio to pay for it. We out. We with it. Yeah. And then we put together a package, and I came to them. I came to all of them and was like, would you want to go with me to Africa? They're like, heck yeah. Like, you've been talking about this for years. Yeah, we'll go. Like, so it was super easy. And then there were some other people that we had asked before. Sparkle, no shade, Sparkle. But they might not have passed. They might not have passed all the qualifications. You know what I'm saying? They might not have met the qualifications. Those qualifications to lead a country. They might not have met all the qualifications. They still my girls, but they didn't meet the qualifications. And so they was like, Sparkle meets the qualifications. You want to go Sparkle? Sparkle's like, hell yeah. And I'm like, she gonna tell us if our outfits look crazy. She can make sure we look cute because the budget is not budgeting the way that we thought it would. We don't have no stylists on this. We ain't got no makeup artists with us. Everything is on our own. We're doing it on our own. Doing our own makeup, our own hair, our own outfits and stuff. So it was kind of perfect to have Sparkle to go, no, that don't work. That don't work. Like, that works.
Change.
So that was good. And that's how the show came about. We went around, pitched it to different places. We did a little video footage with all of them. And Peacock was like, yeah, we'll do it. And here go the thing that's crazy, though. Peacock, they reality shows. They like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
sex, drugs, violence. You know, every show got a little sex, drugs, violence in it. And we're not about sex, drugs, and violence. I mean, I love sex.
Sex.
I
Yeah.
love
It's
sex.
like, wait a minute.
We all love sex. We all love sex. Sparkle stopped doing sex. Sparkle stopped doing sex.
I gave it up.
She quit on sex. But all of us, we do. She likes sex too. She just taking a break. But
And how are you feeling, Sparkle?
her skin clear.
Even stress level.
My energy is just popping.
I know it is. She transmuting that sexual energy into fashion and beauty stuff and organizing events. And, whatever. I don't want to transmute mine. I want to use it. Anyways, what was it saying? So we don't have that element of sex, drugs, violence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have confrontations. We have some libations going and good times. And, there's some sexy men around, but ain't nothing wrong with it. We just ain't about that life.
Right.
Like, we are trying to find peace at all times. It's already enough. As Black women, we're already under attack at all times, it feels like. No matter what you do, you're doing something wrong. No matter how you move, it's not good for this person or that person. So if we can move as a group, as a unit, and feel safe together and be in a safe space and have peace together, because it's violent out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's violence every day. I mean, some lady was yelling at me yesterday. I thought she wanted to fight, and then turns out she was just really excited to see me. But I instantly went into, I'm about to beat this bitch ass. Finally, I get to fight somebody. She like, Tiffany, motherfucking Tiffany. From across the street, I'm like, oh, we finna get up. I'm getting ready to go.
And then she's like, if you could.
And I was like, what's up? What's up? And then she come across the street, and then I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. She's like, I love you, girl. I'm like, why are you screaming at me like we about to fight?
So filming the show, y'all were like, listen, we're not doing sex, drugs, and violence, but like this is the real us. Was it?
Well, we didn't initially take the thing of we not doing sex, drugs, and violence.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We just was like, we gonna have peace. That's not necessarily what they was looking for. They thought it was gonna be sex, drugs, violence.
So was there a little bit of like negotiating?
I might have threw a temper tantrum.
Yeah. Okay. But having cameras follow you ladies around, I mean, was there a sense of like uncomfortableness for you three?
Yeah. In the
For me.
beginning, yeah, it was. But then I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be a star.
She's ready for it. She's ready for it.
I told you.
I have my shades on. I'm like, what we doing?
She is ready.
We got
yeah.
a chef every day. Oh my God.
Me,
She got comfortable real quick.
Yeah. The only part I
Yeah.
didn't like that we didn't have our glam squad with us. Like,
Yeah, for me, it was crazy. It was super intense. And I was so unused to being like mic'd and everything. I'll be like trying to whisper to Tiffany something. She's like, they can hear you. Like, what? Like it was.
I'm like, girl, you know they can hear you right. You need to cover it like
Just
that.
sounds like a whisper.
Yeah, right.
You need to do like
You need to go get in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
No,
was
awkward.
awkward.
Awkward. Yeah. In front of camera, that's all Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the scenes, that's all me.
Yeah.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I enjoy being behind the scenes, like and having my private life. I think I went through a stage where I was like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to move the wrong way, because critics can be so mean.
Yeah.
When I'm just being myself, so.
And it's council season. It's like we have real
I
jobs.
know, I know,
We have
right?
Real
Yeah.
lives. We have to pay
Yeah.
real.
Gotta go
Not
back
that
to
nobody
work.
else, but we got to go back to work
Yeah.
and take care of kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of critics, we were talking about before we started, like the devil is online, and
The devil is online. That's where the devil lives.
we deal with our own shit, and I'm always like telling my wife, like, that shit don't matter. It's just like it's all a fucking game. We're just lucky to be a part of it. But sometimes that's easier said than done. I'm curious, like, obviously, Tiffany, you've been experienced in this. I'm sure you've developed thick skin over the years. But how did you prepare your friends for like the vitriol that can be the internet and its nastiness? Because like people will just look for shit, and then they will try to spin that shit. And hearing you talk about the show, or it just feels like everyone's up in your business. Like, you know, you can be a pro, but like sometimes like that shit just fucking gets to you. And like, how did you prepare your friends and just in general, how do you deal with all that bullshit?
I didn't really. I might have did my friends a disservice because
I was like,
I don't think I prepared them at all. I don't think I gave them any like, okay, this is what it's gonna be. This how you need to feel.
Yeah.
This what you should do. I didn't do none of that because I feel like they've been with me the whole time. They have seen, like, hands-on, firsthand, seen me like kind of lose my shit because I wanted to jump through the damn computer. Through my phone and go beat somebody up at their house. You know, that's what I be wanting to do, but they've always talked me down. They've always kept me calm. They've always been like, girl, forget them or whatever. Like, you guys have always chimed in. Like, we know the truth. We know the things. So I felt like I didn't need to like sit down with them and like prepare them for what the internet does because I feel like they watch the internet do what it does to me.
Yeah.
They've been right there with me the whole time. Maybe I should have been like, okay, so this is how I deal with it. But I feel like they gave me all the tools to deal with the shit. Anyways, like they gave
My
me
advice is what they gave to
But I
me.
feel like you took it on internally because you were like on edge and you didn't want, you was like, these are my girls. No, you can't treat them this way or they need this or that. And I feel like publicly people may have picked it out or saw it on our first TV appearance, which was the Jimmy Kimmel. Like Tiffany was crying. She's like, you know, she was just, you were a mess.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to protect y'all by any means necessary, right? Fighting for you guys. And like, if you were all already famous, already had your own TV shows and stuff, a lot of those battles that I was fighting would have been so much easier. I wouldn't have had to do a lot or cry like I did, or like I was also trying to protect y'all from seeing me have the battles because I know when y'all know that I'm angry or upset about something, y'all finna get up in the rise too. So I'm trying to hold the shit in, looking like looking like that dude from Men in Black. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I got it. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're having fun. Bitch, you tell my friends to do this shit like that again. I promise you, I'm gonna snatch your soul out your. Come on, guys. It was so hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Trying to protect the people you love, but also like trying to make sure there's food on the table for all of us. Also trying to have this amazing experience and wanting desperately to share that with the world so the world can see that like we can travel together, we can do all these fun things together, and we don't have to fight each other to do it. We don't have to, you know, it doesn't have to be like we're drunk and throwing bottles at each other and nothing like that. Like, we have conversations. Shermona done pulled me to the side, like, what is going on with you? What's wrong? You not being your, like, what's up? And then I'm like, girl, these people. And I don't want to tell her all the way because I don't want her to take that on. Because I know how Shermona is. She will rah-rah on these. She will get rowdy. Well, then there will be violence.
It's kind of like that thing where you go to your friend, hey, whatever you do, don't look behind you. And your first instinct is to go like this. And just like the internet, you're just like, you don't want to be like, hey, just so you know, like, you know, because you know it's just hard to not go look. And it's just
but what I try to remind them and also remind myself, what is written on that internet is not what's in real life. When you go out in real life, those same people that's talking so bad about you, making videos, hours after hours of material to talk bad about you, as soon as they see you in the street, they're so excited to see you. They want to hug you. They want to take a picture with you, all of this stuff. So it's like how they act on that keyboard is not who they really are. That's not who that person really is. And I'm still waiting for the person to talk that mess online, come talk that mess to my face. It's not real.
It's the Matrix.
Yeah. And tell you, that's where the devil lives, is on the internet. The devil live online, mostly on Twitter.
I feel like on TikTok too. He's starting to move in.
He's moving his real
He's got
estate
a couple
around.
houses.
I think he visits
And I think
Reddit now and then too.
before
Yeah.
the internet, I feel like the devil just lived in Florida, in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? There's wild stuff going on, maybe in Vegas a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the internet came and the devil was like, oh, I can cover way more territory if I just live online. I can destroy more souls. I can kill more people's joy. I can make them self-conscious about themselves. I can make them feel like they're not good enough, which will cause them to make more sins, more pain, more people. So let me just be there. Sometimes I'll be on there, I'll be like, dang, I wish I didn't know how to read again. If I didn't know how to read,
Right.
if I didn't know how to read, though, there would be so much less stress. I would be stressed on other things like, oh, how do I pay this light bill?
Right.
How do I do
A lot of
this?
simple shit
But
too.
that's what you got friends for. Hello? Can you help me figure out how to do these taxes? Can you help me with this? I'll pay you this much to do this for me. Like, I'll cook this meal for you if you do this. Like, that's what you got friends for. And your friends also protect you and remind you that you are okay and you are not the garbage of the earth that's ruining the whole Black community.
Was it hard in the beginning for Tiffany when y'all started seeing negative comments online? Was it hard for the three of you to not chime in? I mean, my best friend from home is like, please stop me from calling this bitch ugly. Like, whatever, tell me to stop because I'm about to comment that this bitch is ugly. Like, was it ever?
That's a natural
struggle
instinct,
for,
right? To want to take up for
protect.
someone you love.
Totally.
Yeah. So you want to respond and be like, what'd you say? Well, actually, what happened was,
Mm-hmm.
If you knew her, then you would
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, what is that going to solve?
Yeah.
That's
The internet's not
It's just going to
rational.
turn you up.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
like LA
take
traffic.
It's like LA traffic.
Hey. One of my foster kids that I work with was begging me to stop being famous. Can you stop? Just stop being famous. Just like quick. Just like go back to working at the airport or something. Like, stop being famous. And I'm like, why? They're like, because I can't keep fighting for you. It hurts me when they talk bad about you. It hurts me. And I said, well, don't read about me then. Don't watch nothing with my name on it. Because if I stop being famous, baby, you ain't going to have nowhere to live.
Yeah.
You're not going to have the resources that I'm able to share with you. So I can't stop being famous. Even if I wanted to stop being famous right now, it'd probably still take like 4 years before people forget. And then they probably will reinvigorate some other shit. Yeah, I go work at the airport, they're going to be at the airport every day. I go wherever I go, it's going to be a situation on a daily.
Yeah.
So like just embrace it, appreciate the benefits, the fruits of that, and don't read the shenanigans because I can't stop. I'm addicted. I'm in the game.
On this show, there was so many vulnerable, beautiful moments. You opened up about your 8 miscarriages. I myself have had 3. It's something that I think nobody can relate to until you go through it. Then once I had my own, it was like, oh my God, now I feel your pain. Like now I get it. How did you get up and pick up the pieces time after time?
Lied to myself. A lot of lying. A lot of lying to myself. A lot of just being like, well, that's God saying that's not the one for me.
Yeah.
That I'm not supposed to be with this person. He toxic. He this, he that. That I would try to blame the dude. I didn't talk about it with my friends that much because I wanted to be their happy place.
Yeah.
And I know there's nothing that anybody could do about it, right? It's sometimes my friends will tell me about their fertility issues or whatever, and I'm like, here's a candle. Here's a like, it's so fucking quiet. What the fuck is that candle gonna do?
Yeah, you did.
When I think
I
back
lit
about
that
it,
thing every night.
but like when I think about it, like it was the corniest crap in the world that I was like just trying to like put a Band-Aid on whatever they were going through. Meanwhile, every time I lost a baby, it felt like a piece of my soul died.
Yeah.
Right? It felt like it was ripping, like rips you apart a little bit. And it puts I feel like a stain on my soul. Right? I'll never be able to get that person back. Maybe that person was going to be a murderer. I'll tell myself stupid stuff like maybe they was going to be a murderer. Maybe they was going to steal from me. Maybe they was going to cause a lot of pain and destruction on the plane. Me having a baby with that dude, that baby would have probably been ugly as hell. I'd have been looking at her like, damn, you so ugly, but you mine. Like, I would tell myself so much
to get through it.
Crazy, like just really just probably inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
But it helped me deal with it. right? And then I would get on stage immediately. I remember being on stage and feeling goop gobs of blood coming out of me while the whole room is laughing. And my back hurting and I'm in pain, but they laughing. And so that made me feel like, well, you just focus on that. That's joy. That's what you love, right? This is pain, and it's pain that's happening in the middle of this joy, and it's happening for a reason, I guess, to build me up in some kind of way. I don't know what. I don't know. And maybe because I used to always say, I don't want no kids. I already raised my brothers and sisters, but I was saying that a lot because I wasn't able to hold it. I am not able to keep it, right? So I'm saying things that I don't necessarily 110% believe, but it's what I needed to say for myself to move through the stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But there's this thing of like, am I even strong enough to carry a human?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, what's wrong with I'm weak. Why
Yeah.
God make me so weak?
Mhm.
Right? But then it's like, damn it. I look outside of the body. I'm hella strong. It's so many kids that's thriving right now because of all the love that I poured into them. And unknowingly, just thinking like, oh, I'm to do for them what I wish my mama would have did for me. I'm gonna look out in this way. I'm gonna protect in this way. Yeah, that's my there it is. Like they kids, my God kids. No, you know. I got enough powder on my face to give me the tissue. And you hand the tissue, more comes. You need some? No.
Yeah, pass them over.
But it's
Just dab, don't smear. Girl.
okay. Yeah, dab.
She
Makeup
would
is
tell you that. She would tell you that.
But it's so difficult because at the end of the day, when you really sit back, like once all the hormones go away and you like, okay, almost back to normal, you have to look around and go, dang, maybe I'm not able to put a human out of my body, but I am able to sow into all these humans that are alive, that are around me, that need love, and I got so much love. And I would like to give a little bit of love to everybody, but everybody don't deserve my love, right? And maybe those babies, maybe they was not gonna be deserving. Maybe they wasn't ready, okay?
Yeah.
And maybe I wasn't ready. And it's whatever God got. That's what I gotta keep telling. Whatever God decided. It's not my decision. That's God.
How did you ladies support Tiffany through that?
They didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't tell out of any of the times? You kept it
I mean,
all in?
Selena she knew about it, but I also had a black eye, but I was kind of messed up. So this is Selena knew about that one, but pretty much I think everybody knew about that one because I was beat up. No, I didn't tell them. I didn't want it to be the happy person. I didn't want to be the person that's always like, oh, this bad thing happened.
Yeah.
Like, and if something bad happened, I try to share it, but then in a funny way. Because I don't want to I don't want to be the Debbie Downer in the group.
Well, like Nelly said, when she experienced her first one, I remember feeling a ton of guilt because like you hear other people talk about it. And like Nelly said, it's, people are always like, oh, I'm sorry, and then you realize how many people have told you that you feel like you didn't have the appropriate reaction, So then and I think a lot of people choose not to talk about it because they don't really know, they don't feel like they're going to get, you're feeling this heaviness on the inside and it's like no one's going to understand.
No matter what anybody say though,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they say. They could say, well, here's $100 million. You still gonna feel like shit. There's no comfort in that. You're dealing with grief. And what I realized, like after my grandma passed, I've been grieving for years and been running away from it. At every chance I got, I was running. And I was running and running. And then finally it was like, nope, you got to sit down. You can't run away from this stuff no more. You have to start sharing. You have to tell it. Okay, so 4 days after my grandma died, I got arrested, right? And then it still didn't really register. It kind of registered like I need to be dealing with my grief. But I didn't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to deal with that. And then I just was like sitting back like, dang, a lot of people have died in my world. And I ain't really grieved them. I try to celebrate their life. I try to celebrate they don't have to suffer. This person ain't suffering no more. Like I would try to celebrate. And celebrating me was like going out to dance, having some drinks, go on stage, make everybody laugh. It's a celebration. But that wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
And not for me. But I wasn't registering that until like the second arrest. Once I got arrested the second time, then I'm like, yo, I have to make huge changes, adjustments, and I have to be okay with just sitting still, just being in the house all by myself and dealing with my grief. If I need to cry, cry. If I want to scream, I can scream. If I want to just be raggedy and tear some shit up, tear some shit up. Long as it's in my space,
Yeah.
right? Not in
Yeah.
everybody else's space. I don't have to pour this on everybody. But and then whoever wants to come over here and join me in this little pity party, they're more than welcome to come through. But usually when people come through, I stop being pitiful. I stop grieving because I want to enjoy you. You're
Yeah.
here with me. I want to enjoy you.
Mhm.
And we might like complain about the world, complain about whatever's going on, but I'm still enjoying you and I'm not trying to put a lot of heavy stuff on.
And it's like, what's going on with you? Like, take it off of me now. I've been dealing with this for so long. Like, tell me about your life, you know? And then it just doesn't, you don't
And
ever
you
get
don't
there.
really deal with it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I had to deal with it. And I've learned to create boundaries and be like, you know, I ain't gonna make it to this thing. I'll just be sitting on the couch like, I should probably call this person. But if they call me, then I'm supposed to talk to them. But otherwise, maybe I sit there crying for like 2 hours. Then I get up and be like, oh, damn, they did call. Shit, let me text them. Yeah, my bad. My bad. I was over here doing a detox. My bad.
I was in the shower.
I wasn't paying attention to my phone. I'm so sorry.
The show has a wedding in it
Mm-hmm.
where you marry yourself. I'm curious, what would that represent for you, and how did that whole idea come to be?
That for me, that represented like actually treating me and making a commitment in front of my friends to call me out on it, right? But treating me with the respect and dignity that I would like for a man to treat me with, right? Loving on me the way that I would like my future husband to treat me with, right? So I'm basically being my husband and my wife and being like the person that would want to marry somebody like that I would want to marry. And hopefully somebody sees me being that way to me and they would want to marry me and be, you know, be like me to me.
Did y'all like her husband? Her wife?
Oh,
Who
My
she married?
Wait.
Her spouse.
Oh, do we like
The
Haddish?
other version that she
the
married.
masculine
Haddish.
Yeah. Were y'all a fan of?
relationship?
Yeah,
the
I was like,
protector.
how you gonna
Tough.
create these vows for Tiffany and Haddish?
A little rough in the beginning.
He was rough around the edges
Yeah,
in the
a little-
beginning.
bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But now we
But-
acknowledge Haddish.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, because I wasn't for the wedding at
No.
first. I wasn't
Well,
for
now
her
they're
marrying
one.
herself.
Tiffany and Haddish.
Yeah.
They're now
We're
one.
one.
Yeah.
Because the most
Yeah.
important relationship I'll ever have is the one with me.
Very
Mhm.
true. Why were you not a part of the wedding?
Because
You
I didn't
like
think
it?
she was serious at first. I thought she was just is like a joke, and then like I thought she thought it was just something fun for us all like to do. But then the more I kept challenging her
Taking
on
out
it and
justice.
asking her, because I was like, wait a minute, hold up. She kept like she was really serious about it. She was really like, you know, doubling down on what she believed that she was going to be doing for herself. And so, you know, then I started taking note of it and I'm like, okay, well, this is really serious because marriage is, you know, is between two people. And, you know, like, okay, we don't have to get
There's
into the whole
multiple
thing
people in
again.
here.
I'm
There's
on her
multiple
side,
people
I
in here.
agree. But
There's a lot of
initially,
people
I
in
was
here.
like,
at least 8.
come on, let's not
she
make a
needs to
joke
have,
of
like,
marriage, you know?
self-love, and she made
Like-
a commitment to herself, which I feel like we all need to do. Like, make commitments, write down those vows, like goals.
Yeah.
Like, we make goals and we check them off every day. And that for her was more like, I feel like, goals that you were checking off.
Right. And learning how to love on me and make me happy. Because how can I expect some man to make me happy when I don't know what makes me happy?
Right.
I don't even know how to make me happy. How he gonna make me happy?
Mhm.
And then why would I put another like a human through that kind of stress? Figure out what makes me happy because I don't know. Like, and why you don't know what make you happy? If you've been in that body for over 40 years, you should know what brings you joy. And if you don't, you definitely don't need to be expecting some other human being to give you joy when you don't even want to take the responsibility for giving yourself joy, you lazy ass. Give yourself some joy so then they know how to give you joy. I don't even want to be with nobody that don't know how to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work making somebody happy. I don't want that job. I would like them to already be happy within themselves. I'm already happy within myself. And let's go be happy together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nobody else's job. But
It ain't, but they be trying to make it your
Mhm.
job. These
Not
men be
their
like, you supposed to do this. Do you know how to do that? Would you do it if I wasn't standing here? Would you do it?
Girl, I'm not doing it
No,
right
no,
now.
no. They be like, I'll pay
I'm not doing
somebody.
anything.
I will pay somebody to do that. Well, then pay me then. Pay me to do it then. The fuck?
Why do I have to do it for free?
Yeah. Some stranger can get paid, but I got to do it for free, and I'm sucking your dick. I don't know how to do it. What am I doing? I'd rather be the stranger.
Whose idea was the shark cage?
Tiffany.
Of course it was.
That's all her.
Yeah,
Adrenaline
adventurous.
queen.
Yes.
Freezing cold water.
Yeah, that was
Adrenaline
crazy.
junkie.
We wasn't.
I feel like
we
it
wasn't trying
takes
to
a lot
have
of the
it.
negativity
that's
away.
crazy.
A little adrenaline gets rid of negativity.
Right.
I like y'all haven't seen the videos of like the shark breaking through the
Yes.
cage.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And literally,
Tiffany's
the
like, "Look at
slits
this
in,
one."
in between, like
Yeah.
they were large. Like it was a lot of space. Like we could have get bit.
Would you do it again?
I would.
I
I mean,
no,
I thought,
I'm good.
Yeah, at first I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It's too many activities for me. It was only one. But then when I got in, I actually wanted to see a shark. I was afraid, but like just ready to do it at the same time. Like, oh, if I put my hand out, is the shark gonna come? And that chum was just, ugh.
Yeah, but when
I don't-
when the situation would have got serious, she would have been the
She was
first one.
screaming.
Yeah,
Get out. I can just hear her.
We see more seals than anything. You know?
I was happy to see the
it
seals.
was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I would most definitely do it again. Hopefully next time get to see some sharks.
I'm taking her to a warm place where the sharks really be there.
Well, as long as I'm in a cage.
And hope she's on her period.
I will schedule it appropriately. Although
We're already synced up. We've been together forever.
but you do know once you get in the water, your cycle stops.
Yeah.
It does?
It stops
Yeah.
completely.
The more you know.
The flow.
yeah,
the
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 flow.
flow of it.
It'll
Does?
stop.
But the
It stops while you in the
hormones,
water.
the
Yeah,
hormones
they probably
do
still
not.
just
No, the
sense it,
hormones do
smell
not,
it.
Yeah,
but it
but the
stops while you're in the
flow.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? While you're in the water,
Take
it
a
stops
bath
flowing.
be a
while you're
pressure
on your
thing. Maybe it's a
menstrual, and
pressure
then
thing.
it'll stop.
Yeah, for like and then once you get out, like you
Mhm.
got about a good maybe an hour max.
I don't know about that long.
And that's how you trick a man and make him think he tore your shit up. Oh, you done tore me up. You making me bleed.
Hour max.
That's nuts.
It's true. Try it.
And they believe it?
And most of the time they do. They be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Hey, I didn't know I could do it. I didn't know." Dummy. Dummy. It's to boost their self-esteem up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know this was a weapon.
He's like, change the subject.
No, I think I was just going to end it there. I thought
A great place.
a great place to end it. But truly, ladies, you're so much fun. I really appreciate you taking the time. Sparkle, Selena, Shermona, Tiffany, you're truly a delight. For everyone listening, if you want to have this type of energy, you want to have some fun, you want to be reminded how important your real friends are and what really matters, be sure to check out Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. It's streaming now on Peacock. It's a ton of fun. Everyone loves a travel show. Everyone loves to laugh, and everyone loves friendship. And this is exactly what this show is. So I really appreciate you ladies taking the time. We could go on and on. I know you have to get going, but I truly appreciate it. And thank you guys for listening to today's episode. We will see you back next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.